And that's why when he did his walk-in to the Costa fight, it was so dramatic because we could see like in HD, like all the fucking angles in all positions of him moving his arms around, him, you know, stretching out and blah, blah, blah. You could see the lump in all its glory. So for me, when I see this, I don't think it's Sup guys, Derek, moreplaysmoredates.com. Today we are going to be reacting to Israel Adesanya's titty. The reason being is I was one of the individuals who did a deep dive analysis into gynecomastia development when he had his fight against Costa. You know, he showed up with a giant lump under his pec, and it was, you know, I delved into why you could end up with a lump on one side only. You know, there was this huge thing at the time about how, you know, it would be equal on both sides and totally symmetrical, which made no fucking sense whatsoever, which I kind of went into that. There was a lot of, you know, like side videos made off of that and whatnot, but the main one in particular, I'll put a card up in the corner about Israel Adesanya's gyno explained in elaborate detail. This was the most elaborate deep dive into each mechanism of action of each proposed way he could have developed gynecomastia in such a short period of time, especially to the degree of which it developed. Like, it's very, very substantial. So I talked about, you know, hormone use, PEDs, I talked about marijuana, I talked about a lot of shit in it. So recommend checking it out. So anyway, he posted up a picture that was brought to my attention by Dylan C. He said, day 2 of asking Derek to react to Adesanya's recent physique update. Gyno evened out on both sides now, and he left his hairline back in 2020. Pretty harsh, Dylan. Pretty fucking harsh, dude. So in the replies, we have laughing, crying face, source, laugh my ass off, left his hairline in 2020. Bro, that's it, I'm done. Says Mike. It's a lot of eyes. Holy shit. Link, search style bender. Okay, yeah, so obviously we get the idea. So I wanted to see what he said on his first one, so I went and found it. And he says, day 1 of asking Derek to look at Adesanya's recent physique update, looks to have gyno particularly bad on the right nipple, and his hairline is on board one of the Elon Musk's space rockets. So Dylan, your story has changed in 24 hours. Like, is the gyno bad or is it better? Like, he says, looks to have gyno particularly bad on the right nipple, and now the gyno's even out like 24 hours later. So anyways, I went to look at it, and this is the picture that everyone is talking about. So some of the comment sections, some of the comments in the comment section, gyno coming in harder than last time, question mark, which, you know, if you know the inside joke on that, like, I wonder how many people know that's like what catchphrase that is on the page, you know? Let's see. You literally have, only because you destroy your friend Costa the bodybuilder. You don't just randomly get gyno at 30 years old. Let's see. Okay, so anyway, they're basically going through the likelihood that he did something or didn't do something, and there are a lot of comment gyno better. Fuck, dude. So anyways, you can see the you know, the difference here, the asymmetry. The right pec has a little bit of you know, nodule chilling here, and the other pec is immaculate, you know. Thing is it's much less dramatic looking than it was when we first came across it. Back when we first came across it, it looked like, you know, the most disastrous, like, it looked insane. Like, it looked to the point where there's no way you're not going to get surgery before your next fight, because this thing is, you know, almost too unsightly to even like go into the ring with. Maybe that's a bit harsh, but I mean, like, I'm not even saying it like out of my perspective. I'm saying it out of the fact that I can't imagine as a fighter, your mindset could be totally locked in on the fight when half of the comments in your comment section are about your gyno. You know what I mean? Like, I would think just for being able to focus on nothing but the fight, and maybe that's a stupid comment to make. Maybe fighters are like, why the fuck would I listen to anyone? But, you know, if it were me and half my comment section was talking about my gyno every single time I fucking posted, I'd probably just get the surgery. You know what I mean? So anyways, it looks a lot better. The first thing to note is this is a picture. It is not a video. So I can't, you know, like, it could be edited for all we know. In addition, when it comes to gyno, you'd be surprised how much just moving around a little bit when you're not totally shredded can impact how the thing looks. Like, you can make it look like you don't really have it if you hit certain angles, and then other angles will make it look incredibly bad. And that's why when he did his his walk-in to the Costa fight, it was so dramatic because we could see like in HD, like all the fucking angles in all positions of him moving his arms around, him, you know, stretching out and blah, blah, blah. You could see the lump in all its glory. So for me, when I see this, I don't think it's gone. I think we'll know by the next fight, you know, what happened. I don't think this is indicative of anything really, because what is the likelihood that he got surgery? I think pretty low considering he is posting constantly. Now, I don't follow this guy very closely, so, you know, there's probably fans of him in the comment section or people who follow him in general who would have more insight into this if he's posting, you know, training footage and whatnot in the gym. But I would highly doubt he went under the knife for gyno surgery, you know, before, like, as a world champion who's fighting again in a very short period of time. Like, you're not going to put yourself out of commission for training to get gyno surgery in the middle of like your two biggest fights of your life. You know what I mean? So at least that's my speculation. So I would think nothing has changed. And this is just a good angle and a picture that is not really indicative of anything. But it certainly does look better than the pictures he was posting before his fight for the Costa fight, where it was, you know, it's all in all its glory, and he wasn't even really trying to edit it out, it looked like. So we shall see what happens in the upcoming fight, where there's live footage and we can actually see what's going on. But for now, I think there's still a problem, whatever it is, whatever that nodule is. You know, everyone I think suspects it to be gyno. Still there. You know, it looks better though, and hopefully it is getting better, because that would be great if it just self-corrected itself. But the likelihood of that is like, is very low, you know? Like, this is not something that just goes away overnight, unfortunately. So, you know, this is a remains to be seen kind of topic. This is not something I can really do anything but speculate on. Looks like it's still there. Looks like it's a bit better. But we don't fucking know until we see him live. So I will give my insight when we actually get some good footage of him at the next fight, and we can get a better idea. And that would be when he's at his most compromised hormonally, I guess, too, because that's when you would be, well, I guess for him, he doesn't cut weight significantly, but hypothetically, if you were using PEDs, you know, your mismanagement of your hormone profile would be the least optimal for the prevention of gynecomastia, probably around that time frame. So, you know, we shall see if it looks improved or not at the time of the fight. And who knows? You know, it's going to be interesting is all I have to say. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think it is just the camera angle? Do you think it's actually better and somehow it's just fucking fixing itself? Do you think it wasn't gyno to begin with and it was something else entirely? Because I actually did a video where he gave his results from, you know, the doctor he went to see, and it was like the most subpar explanation ever of, you know, what they think happened. And I delved into that in the most recent video I did. I don't know, just type Israel Adesanya in the search bar on my channel. You can see all the videos I've done if you want to get the details on the doctor's explanation and my analysis of the doctor's interpretation. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All the comments are much appreciated and help the algorithm. Follow me on Instagram, @moreplates_more_dates, Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. My TRT clinic, it's all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home. Gorilla Mind, nootropic formulas, Gorilla Mode, pre-workout formulas that design myself from scratch. My recommended diagnostics and lab panels to assess your hormones and health status and ensure everything is dialed in, and address any imbalances or deficiencies you may have via my HRT clinic. And anything else I'm associated with, it's all in the video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.